Hello, my name is Anna, and I'm making this video today to talk a little bit about the book of Psalms. Now, the book of Psalms has a overall structure for the book as a whole. And what I mean by that is if you do know, the book of Psalms does have 150 psalms within the book. Now, these 150 psalms are referencing the first 5 books of the Bible. And what I mean by that is we're going to go with Psalm 1 through 41, and that you can reference the book of Genesis for those first 41 Psalms. And the book of Genesis is concerning man. Psalm 42 through 72 in the book of Psalms, you can reference the book of Exodus for those Psalms. And the book of Exodus is overall in regards to concerning Israel as a nation. Psalm 73 through 89, you can reference the book of Leviticus for those particular Psalms. And the book of Leviticus is overall in regards to concerning the sanctuary. These books as a whole, I'm speaking of. Now, Psalm 90 in the book of Psalms through 106, you can reference to the book of Numbers. And the book of Numbers is in regards to concerning Israel and the nations. So, and if you don't know, Israel are God's people. So Psalm 107 in the book of Psalms to the very last Psalm to the end of the book, Psalm 150, you can reference the book of Deuteronomy to get a better understanding of these particular Psalms. And the book of Deuteronomy is in regards to concerning God and his word. Now, I will say that I did indeed here label these A1 as in the yellow highlight. A1, Psalm 1 through 41, B1, Psalm 42 through 72, C1, Psalm 73 through 89, and then you have B2, Psalm 90 through 106, and then A2, Psalm 107 through 150. So why do I have it A1? Well, if you look at A1 and A2, they're familiar. They kind of go hand in hand. They go with each other. So B1 and B2, same type of deal there. So A1, the book of Genesis, is in regarding to concerning man, and A2, the book of Deuteronomy, is concerning God and his word. So how do these go together? Well, and then if you look at B1, it's the book of Exodus, and it's concerning Israel as a nation. And then if you look at B2, it's the book of Numbers, and it's concerning Israel and the nations. So for example, the way you would put or reference Psalm 1 through 41 to the book of Genesis, and also in the same breath, the way A1 is related to A2, which is the book of Deuteronomy and concerning God and his word. I'm going to put this all together in one shot here. First thing I'm going to put together is how Psalm 1 through 41 is related to the book of Genesis, or how you reference it, I should say, to the book of Genesis. And the second thing I'm going to put together is A1 and A2, which is the book of Deuteronomy and the book of Genesis. and how they go together. So the book of Genesis, like I have labeled there, is concerning man, and the book of Deuteronomy, A2, is in regards to concerning God and his word. So if you know, the book of Genesis is the counsels of God concerning him, concerning God. And all blessings bound up in obedience to God. Also, the fact that disobedience brought ruin, and the ruin is repaired only by the Son of Man, which is Jesus Christ himself in his atoning work as the seed of the woman. So this is, and then you could reference, for example, Psalm 8 with Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. So when you read Genesis chapter 3, verse 15, and you know that the overall structure of the book of Genesis is the counsels of God, disobedience, and the ruin repaired by Jesus Christ from his atoning sacrifice, as well as just the overall, that is the overall structure of the book of Genesis. So when you know that, then you can then know that when you're reading Psalm 8, it goes with the particular area of Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. And then when you know that the overall structure of the book of Genesis is God's counsel, his word, his blessings, bound up in obedience, and the atoning sacrifice of Jesus Christ, in which he repaired that ruin, then you will be able to connect the book of Deuteronomy, the book of Genesis, together, along with being able to reference the book of Psalms to the book of Genesis. For example, in particularly Psalm 8, in that first part of the structure of the book of Psalms to the book of Genesis. So anyhow, I just wanted to share that if you need to make any sort of notes within your Bible, I actually do myself. I have these written down, Psalm 1 through 41. I have a mark there at Psalm 41 indicating that that's the end of referencing the book of Genesis, and so on. So those are the first 5 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And that is pretty much the whole book of Psalms, the 150 Psalms there that are, you can reference to those first 5 books of the Bible to kind of give you a guidance and better understanding of when you're reading the book of Psalms, what you should have in mind. Anyhow, I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you all. If you have any questions, drop a comment in the comment section. God bless you and have a wonderful day.